Flagship PWC have high expectations. They need to offer all the same power, handling, acceleration of the rest of a brand's line, but they also need to add that little something extra, a touch of luxury. Hi, I'm Jeff Hemmel from Boating Magazine, and today we're going to take a closer look at Sea-Doo's GTX Limited 215, one of two premier models in the brand's line. Let's find out what makes this boat so special. With me is Tim McKercher. Tim, what distinguishes a limited model, and who's this boat appeal to?
Well, the limited moniker on any BRP product means it's on the higher end and it comes loaded with accessories. So it's loaded with accessories that basically enhance the Sea-Doo life or the Sea-Doo experience. And the customer for the GTX family is really the person who's looking for a refinement, but not giving up performance, and wants all the bells and whistles, but wants luxury as well. So I guess if you were gonna put a face to it, it would be like Richard Branson, who likes the finer things in life, but likes a little adventure, but definitely wants the latest in technology. And the GTX Limited 215 does that, and it does it in the lap of luxury.
And what specific items are part of that limited package?
The GTX Limited has tilt steering, has depth gauge. Some of the features that come with it that are standard on this and accessories on other are the speed ties, which is a retractable dock line on both the helm and the transom area. It also comes with a glove box organizer, a dry bag in the front, and a custom cover. So a lot of the things that people would like to add at a later time comes right out of the box on the GTX Limited models.
Some of the biggest features of this boat, there are things that are standard on almost every Sea-Doo model, like intelligent brake and reverse.
So the intelligent brake and reverse system ultimately gives the driver more control. The fact that they can shift from forward, neutral, and reverse without ever having to take their hands off the handlebars ensure their situational awareness is at 100%, so they have more control over their riding environment.
So how does the system actually work?
The way intelligent brake and reverse works is off this lever over on the left-hand side. It's kind of like a bicycle brake. So the more this lever is pulled in, the more braking effect it has. It overrides the throttle, and there's an aluminum spoiler that actually lowers below the planing surface of the hull, grabs the water, creates drag, and slows down the watercraft to a halt.
Using IBR slows the craft to a stop in about half the distance normally required. Now, as the spoiler lowers from the stern, it also keeps the boat relatively level. Now, that avoids the submarining effect you might expect. And yet another one of your big features is intelligent throttle control. How does that work?
Yeah, that's an electronic throttle system. So with that, we can literally program how the power is delivered. So with that, we have touring mode, which is a very linear power delivery. And then we can also activate sport mode, which advances the timing and gives much better throttle response. And then one of the other really cool features on ITC is eco mode, where we can program eco mode to go on extended rides and guarantee to use the least amount of fuel possible. And then the limited package, one of the features on this is cruise control. So you can activate the cruise control, hold the throttle in all the way, go on an extended ride, and it reduces hand fatigue.
Other highlights include this bolstered touring saddle. Now, it's a lot more comfortable for long distance riding. This bolster gives you a lot of back support. Another feature I like is that the passenger part of the seat is actually raised above the driver. That way they're not just staring into the back of the driver's life jacket, but they have a more enjoyable ride. Of course, below is the familiar 1,494cc Rotax engine that Sea-Doo's made famous. It's underneath this hinged seat, which makes for easy access. Gives you a top speed of about 64 miles per hour, plenty of acceleration to get those kids up skiing and wakeboarding. Now, that's a lot to offer, but obviously this boat is targeted at those who want it all and aren't afraid to pay for it. For Boating Magazine, I'm Jeff Hemmel.